Welcome back to our channel. So this is a brief update of Super Typhoon Ragasa, Philippine named Nando, and Typhoon Neoguri, which is both very strong storms. Here, Super Typhoon Ragasa is having a peak of 165 miles per hour and a pressure of 911 millibars. And this is Typhoon Neoguri, which just weakened from its peak of 145 miles per hour wind and estimated pressure of 936 millibars. So let's check Super Typhoon Ragasa first, because this is really posing a threat to Babuyan Islands, China, Laicho Peninsula, and northern Vietnam. So Super Typhoon Ragasa is quite a large storm. I'll measure the size. It's roughly 200 and 328 kilometers north, and 337 over near 400 kilometers from the south. So this is a very large storm, and you can see the structure. See the eye, quite a large eye, about over 20 kilometers. So this storm is likely to make landfall in some of the Babuyan Islands because the eye is quite large, so it could pass through this island. You can see pointing here. Can you see? The problem with it is this storm is a really strong typhoon, and it could make a devastating, just super devastating impact to the Babuyan Islands and Luzon. So let's check the warnings of Ragasa. Here, this is Super Typhoon Nando. Oh, and I think it's quite difficult to know that the max warnings are signal 3 warnings. So this is quite low. I can tell to you that this is quite low for a very strong storm like this. Oh, I'm sorry. This storm is just nearing Philippines, but not quite posing a strong threat yet. And when it closes into this place, signal 5 warnings will be there. So this is the Super Typhoon Nando Ragasa issued. Oh, okay. So now let's check back the wind speed forecast map of this app. Let's get to Neoguri, which is weakening. Peak 145 miles per hour peak. That is quite great and quite strong. This storm is also large. Large indeed. These two storms are very large in size. So this storm will become an extratropical cyclone, forecast to have a peak extratropical cyclone 90 miles per hour. It's forecast to weaken slowly and then just dissipate as an extratropical cyclone. Let's read the latest warnings and info of Super Typhoon Ragasa. Oh, quite laggy, I'm sorry. Ah. So it's the Japanese typhoon number 18 and has tracked northwestward of 19 kilometers per hour, and that is quite a fast speed. And after 1 day or so, it will could make a landfall Babuyan Islands, and then landfall in Leyte Peninsula, and then following the next 4 days, Ragasa will make landfall on the northeast and northern Vietnam coast. So Ragasa will stagnate intensification for the next 12 hours as the system approaches Luzon and begins to interact with the islands in the Luzon Strait. So if it makes the landfall, it will be weaker than the forecast. I have to say that because you can see the forecast is just getting near the islands, but the island is quite large, so likely a landfall and likely devastation. Okay, so now let's check the infrared satellite loop. This is Typhoon Neoguri. The eye is actually beautiful, but it's getting weaker. It's getting weaker. This is Super Typhoon Ragasa. You can see the eye there, very beautiful in sight, and you can see the cloud tops here, roughly minus 80 degrees. Wow, very strong, pushing rain impacts here. Okay, so now let's check the GFS forecast. Now this is the rain forecast. This will add up in the next days. Okay, so this is roughly 4 and 5 day points. You can see the path of Super Typhoon Ragasa and Typhoon Neoguri here. Okay, and also this is gonna be wet. Forecast models. This is the GFS in the next days for the Western Pacific Basin. The next 16 days. You can see Neoguri and Ragasa there. Ragasa just push forward and making a landfall. Yeah, making a landfall in the Luzon, in the Babuyan Islands, and then Leyte Peninsula, and then the last Vietnam. But its strength when making landfall in Vietnam is quite weak. And the forecast shows that another storm could hit Vietnam, Nha Trang province, Khánh Hòa province, or other provinces. So nothing new, just some weaky strong storms blowing up. So this is the end of our update today. Bye bye. And I hope that you will donate, subscribe, and a like and comment if you have any questions. That will help me a lot. So hope to see you again.